Of the media, what happened tonight?
Good evening, guys, ladies. What a game of football. I thought, again, we get a red card for the reasons I have to look at it. But in saying that, we play 3/4 of the game again with 10 men, and we learned our lesson from last week. But a lot of challenges with the decisions made against us. Many challenges. We will not talk about them, but just for you to know that we've had many challenges in the last few games that Chiefs have played. So whether it's deliberate or not, but we've had many challenges like that. But in talking about the game, I thought Galaxy could have. We did not come out correctly in the first 5 minutes. They had two good opportunities, but it doesn't go in the net. We can start again, and then we steal it from them in our press, and we score a goal, and that is good because we know that we can score again, but we don't. We allow them to come in with a penalty, and they make it 1-1. But with 10 men to go at half time, it's difficult, but we get a good free kick, and Ranga puts the free kick away, which is planned on the training, and he puts it away. But again, we get a lot of decisions that don't go our way. Having 10 men, it's just more difficult. But we allow them in on a set piece, which we know we're supposed to have covered that space. We've practiced to cover that space, and we move out of it, so they're able to come into it. But yeah, a good game of football. I thought we deserved more out of it because of the effort, but we've got to give our players a lot of credit from this week's performance to last week's performance. But in saying that, I thought we had more opportunities to win the game than to draw the game tonight.
Coach, I wanted to ask, Rulani Mukwena as well as Paul Franco have been complaining about the officiating on the field. Your take, I know you said you don't want to, there's not much you can say about it, but what is your take when it comes to the refereeing that's going on? I know everybody was on the edge of their seat tonight because of the decisions that were made.
It's very difficult sometimes to criticize someone afterwards. It's like a football match. We always criticize the coaches or the assistant coaches or the medical team or the players, and that's easy to do. I think what needs to be done is we need to show a lot more, like we show our players where they've gone wrong in the game, where they've gone right in the game, and we try to improve that. I think we need to take the officiating to another level, whereby we actually show and ask them to explain why, and maybe take them to another level. So it's very difficult to understand. It's very difficult to have the feeling, because he's also human like us. And that's why I always say, guys, it's very difficult to criticize someone after the game. We can phone anybody, it still stays 2-2. It will not change 3-2 for Kaizer Chiefs.
Well, Coach, the red card came at half time, and you introduced the clock. Where do you feel at that point, at least going to the second half, it was a better chance for you to at least have a better team talk to make the team stable with 9 men?
If you're talking about last week, we had the red card early on in 20 minutes, and we played 25 minutes with 10 men, and we played just as well. It was not about the talk. It's probably they knew they had to do better in the second half than they did last week in the second half. So we came out and we followed the tactics a lot more, and we also had we had a few different personnel on the pitch also that gave you that, maybe that freshness also in order to play against 10 men. Guys, I should have had this thing on in front of you.
Coach, you made quite a few changes in the start. Just one, why would you have preferred Jabulo over Quinica and Lokwe to start?
Yeah, look, I haven't seen you for a long time, my friend. Where have you been? Look, in respect to TT, respect to Njabule, respect to Quinica, I think the left and the right back, we had Reef and we had Solly there last week, and they did well. I know Quinica came in as a right centre back, and TT played as a left back. That was only because of Dove being sent off, and Njabule, in reality, he was still recovering from flu. So we had to keep him on ice and make sure that we try and get by for that. But selections are selections. I think whoever plays for Chiefs, in whatever position, and you're available to play, then you must play. We'd like to also, in all respect, all coaches, you like to play the same 11 every day in order to maintain stability and look for, but you know how it works in football. You have to get the changes, and sometimes the changes are a lot more than what you'd like to do. And it comes either with illness, with injuries, and sometimes you have 4 or 5 injuries out in one game, and then other time you have, especially this time of the season, change of season, everybody gets flu, everybody gets COVID, everybody goes down. So it's these areas that we as technical people have to do a lot of, not soul searching, but a lot of movement within the team.
Yusuf Matt wasn't in the squad today.
Exactly the same thing. He was in last week's squad, and now we nursing some form of injury that he got.
And
So
coach,
we have to look at it.
Coach, I mean, just to follow up on what we spoke about, last week you've got a red card, today you've got 2 red cards, and does the players sometimes just have a meeting on their own just to address those issues, because they made error mistake every time they play?
Look, I in the one moment, he had to get a card for, I think, for the penalty, but like I said, I didn't see that other tackle. I didn't even know. In one moment, I said, what's Dove doing? They said, Coach, Dove got a red card. I didn't even realize that was red card offense. But I also think that, like you say, our red cards, I can defend Brandon. I did not hear no foul language. I did not hear anything, because in all respect, the foul that he jumps up for, or that referee knows as offside, that player is the player that plays the ball that's on the floor. So there's no way my player can be offside. No way that player could be offside. And I was on par for goal. So you can expect that from your team that's 10 men down, and the foul goes the wrong way. That player actually kicks the ball over his head into Modi's space, and he Pule carries on running, and the referee blows offside. It's concerns, and those are the concerns that we all speak about.
well, coach, you had Vavero coming in today, having not featured in the last 2 matches, and he scored 2 goals. Are you happy for him, and do you feel vindicated having started him?
No, I don't feel vindicated. I thought the ones we did start with initially were good, but at the same time, Ranga has been showing good mentality, good attitude. He's always been positive, even within the team. Today he scores 2 goals. I hope that next week he comes and scores 4 goals.
There we go.